This week, today's homeowner is on the road in Orlando, Florida at the International Builder Show. There are acres of new ideas and materials for your home in this place, and if you stick around, we'll find something you can use. Some of the most popular episodes that we do every year here on Today's Homeowner is when we visit trade shows to show you some of the latest and greatest products for your home.
Today we're at the Orange County Convention Center here in Orlando, Florida for the International Builder Show, and we're about to hit the floor.
And the sign says it all. It's IBS time. The Builder Show is produced each year by the National Association of Home Builders to give its members a chance to exchange ideas and see the latest and greatest materials and products for the home. Builders, remodelers, developers, designers, and architects flock to this show to look for innovations that will help them do their jobs better. But it's also quite an event, with every exhibitor vying for the attention of the attendees. And the first thing that catches Alan's eye is this odd black box.
It's vibrating. What is it?
Soundproofing.
Soundproof. Oh, hang on.
What it's doing is it's keeping the sound from going into the structure.
Have you got one big enough for a teenage daughter?
That's a common question.
Some things are a little more low-key, like this new in-wall supply valve for toilet applications from LSP Products.
We've actually integrated the angle stop into a box itself. So we've instantly eliminated all the bracketing, the angle stopping, and all the things going on behind the wall, making it a little bit easier for the plumber to install, plus making it aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
Besides being a more attractive finished application, the new valve also reduces the chance for leaks. At the Schluter booth, Alan has found another cool innovation for the bath, a linear shower train.
See, I love getting phone calls before I come down to IBS because my friends at Schluter called and said, hey, you got to come see the new Curdy line that we've got in place. And honestly, I'm impressed. I love this. Think about it. If you've ever done a shower, and I've done a couple of these where you have to put the pan in and you have to go with those little either 1-inch or 2-inch square tiles, and everything else is this beautiful large tile. It doesn't look that good to me. I've got large tiles now in the bottom of my shower because of this. You can place this anywhere you want. You've got all kinds, look at the designs, the perforated, the stainless steel. If you don't even want the curb, get rid of the curb and put the drain right there. This is a good idea.
Water heaters are another big part of a home's plumbing system, and the folks at A.O. Smith are showing off their mobile marketing vehicle, which includes some of their newest offerings, like a heat pump water heater called the Voltex, which has a larger tank to maximize efficiency.
It's a very, very efficient way to heat the water using electricity.
Their next hybrid heater marries tankless water heater technology with a small, highly efficient reserve tank to offer consumers the best of both worlds. Boy, I love it when we find products that are just easier to install. That's great for the contractor as well as the do-it-yourselfer. Don, tell us about the Ultra Series.
Well, it's a new fan from Brown Newtone. It's got this great adjustable bracket. It can be installed retrofit and new construction.
That's good.
So it's really cool. It expands, it slides.
And it reduces the amount of time you have in the attic, I understand.
Actually, with this product, you don't have to go in the attic at all.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well,
unless you want to.
While we continue looking for the next big thing in home improvement here at the International Builder Show, let's check in with Joe for a simple solution.
I just drilled these 13 different size holes using a single drill bit. That's possible because I use a step drill bit. This single bit will drill 13 different holes ranging in diameter from about 1/8 inch to 1/2 inch. Here's how it works. Start drilling, and with each step of the drill, you're getting a larger and larger hole. So we'll get started right here. There you go, that's an 1/8 inch. Now it'll start cutting pretty quickly. And again, each step, the hole gets larger and larger. There you go. Now, the trick to using a step drill is when do you stop at the exact right size hole, because you don't want to stop and keep measuring. So here's an additional tip. Take a piece of tape and wrap it around the bit exactly where you want to stop drilling. In this case, it's about 1/4 inch. And then you just keep drilling until you hit the tape, and then stop, and you get the exact size hole.
This week we're scouting the aisles of the International Builders Show, and these exhibitors are using all kinds of gimmicks to get us into their booths. If you ever wondered where the world's largest paint chip was, it's right here. The folks at Dow are calling attention to their booth with a sculptor who's working in a block of their foam insulation. Ironically, the most interesting project here is their new powerhouse solar shingle, which works hard not to call attention to itself. These low-profile solar panels serve as both roofing and a sustainable power source. Boy, it's really a challenge keeping up with all of the changes in technology here at the International Builders Show. And in the Schlage booth, it's amazing that not only do they have some great locks, they have a system that will monitor everything in your house. It can unlock your door, adjust your thermostat, turn your porch light on, monitor your pets, and completely control your heating and cooling in your home. Their sister company, Trane's been designing these fantastic energy efficient units for years, but now they've redesigned the programmable thermostat. Check this out. Not only can you see it very well, which is good when your eyesight starts going bad, it also can allow you to easily, very, very user-friendly, adjust the temperature when it'll come on, when it'll go off. Also, it can tell you exactly how much energy you're using so that maybe you can adjust your lifestyle a little bit to save a little money there. And humidity, it'll tell you exactly what your humidity is in your home. And we always talk about changing filters. It'll tell you when you need to change your filter and a whole lot more. You can even download pictures in this because it's also a digital picture frame. Unbelievable. Even rustic materials have a high-tech edge. These stone architectural accents from Five Pond aren't really stone at all. They're made from lightweight, high-density polyurethane, so they're easier to install than traditional materials, and they can mimic anything convincingly, including these wood beams. Over at the Eastman booth, Alan has found a new high-tech molding that's perfect for do-it-yourselfers.
Here at the Builder Show, certainly there's plenty here for builders, but me, I like looking for things for homeowners, the do-it-yourselfers out there who like to tackle their own jobs. Now, when you look at molding, there's so many great things that you can do yourself. But if I could show you a way that you could eliminate some of the steps, so it's quicker, not as much labor, it looks better, and the price is comparable, well, I'm sold. I hope you would be too, and I found something right here. This is the Finished Elegance. It's something new from Eastman. It's a surface that they have, but not the surface you think of, surface with a C. What this is, there's a polymeric coating on their molding. This looks so beautiful. It is pre-finished. Everything is there. When you cut it, because of the surface that's on here, it doesn't splinter. The joints don't go together just almost perfectly. You are eliminating the step that I hate the most. Danny gives me such grief about this. I hate painting. You don't have to paint. It's basically you cut it, you install it, putty the holes, and you're done. How easy is that?
For easy countertops, it's hard to beat plastic laminate, but these tops don't look like laminate because they're using Formica's new Ideal Edge, which can be installed by the fabricator or installer so that you don't have to settle for flat edges or that telltale brown line along the seam. And all of the edges, including the curves, can get the same profile because the Ideal Edge strips are flexible.
So Sean, let's be honest about this. I first saw this and I thought it's about time, because
Yes.
How many decks have you and I put together? Not together, but
No, I got you.
yeah, you know. But we're putting this nice composite wood on wood framing.
Yes.
It's about time. Tell me about
About time. We're so excited for this. It's not just a component, it's an actual system. I mean, it's developed by 3 components, but it's a complete system. So whether you're building a 10 by 10 deck or it's a 3,000 square foot multi-tier project, you can build with it and simply with using just these 3 products.
Sean, is it just for builders? Can homeowners do it?
That's what's wonderful. No, that we find that homeowners work with the product and they like it, and it's very easy to work with. We also have a manual that walks through kind of step by step what you need, through the process from digging holes all the way to fastening the decking
awesome.
down.
Yeah.
So they just by using that manual, they get through the product no problem.
Instead of mimicking wood over at Geldwin, they're reclaiming it and using it to make beautiful windows and doors. And they also have a great new window called the Tilt and Turn that opens in 3 different directions. Meanwhile, the folks at Eastman are making new wood last a lot longer. By altering the molecular structure of ordinary southern yellow pine, they've created a product they call perennial wood, which resists absorbing water so it doesn't warp, rot, or crack like normal lumber. Boy, I always love the look of brick pavers, but this is a little different. It actually is not a brick paver at all, and Scott's sister is going to tell us exactly what it is. What is this thing?
Hi, Danny. It is a paver made from recycled tires and plastics, no longer going into our landfills. The pavers are 1/3 the way to concrete. They cut with traditional wood saws, miter saws and jigsaws. And because they absorb less than 1% of moisture, we guarantee they will not crack in a residential application.
Man, this is just so cool. What about the installation of it? And also, I notice you have all kinds of different thicknesses and sizes and shapes and so forth, but what about exactly, how do-it-yourself friendly is it maybe?
You know, it's a very friendly do-it-yourself product because it is lightweight. You have all the tools in your garage today to work with this, and it all fits on this grid. This is a 16-inch grid, same material, recycled tires and plastics, no longer going into our landfills. Wow. But when you install this, you lay down your grids, and then you take your pavers, whatever design you're going to do, basket weave, herringbone, you can do
so
any
you
design.
can change that up?
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's one of, and mix and match colors as well. But when you're installing this, you want to overlap a paver between two grids. Now your whole subbase is interconnected, and your lines will have to be straight. You can't have crooked lines with this grid system.
And I would think the kids would love to help you with this.
We have a lot of kids that'll help put down pavers because it is, over and over, people say it's like Legos for adults.
Wow, that's awesome. While we continue the search here, let's see what Jody's found at the Home Center for the best new product set.
You know, I can't think of too many home improvement projects where I didn't need one ladder or sometimes two. And you know, having that many ladders around the house can be a little cumbersome, and it can also take up a lot of storage. But Shay and I are over here in the ladder section now, and we think we've solved that problem, haven't we?
Yes, Jody. We have a new compact extension ladder by Werner. It gives you a good carry handle.
Which is really important for an extension ladder.
Yes, it is. It also gives you easy transport and easy storage.
See, that's great. Now take a look at this. This is a 16-foot ladder, and this one is a 16-foot ladder. But look how long it is. Each piece is 8 feet here. So to use it indoors, I mean, it pretty much has rendered itself useless because you're going to strike your ceiling. However, see this one right here, it is so compact that it shrinks down to 6 feet. This is perfect if you're going to be just installing crown molding, or you've got to get, you know, cut in for your paint trim. It's very easy to extend when you need it. It's very easy to knock it back down into place when you don't. And like you say, it's very lightweight and easy to transport.
We're searching the International Builder Show for new ideas and products, but Alan seems to have found some entertainment along the way. You want it? Yeah. This new stainless steel screen system from Century not only stops insects, it's so tough it also provides protection from hurricanes and burglars. He also found a rugged gutter cover called Rhino Gutter that reinforces the gutter and guarantees to keep debris out.
We got a good, better, and best. Right. Obviously, a good is just a good. You know, everybody can't afford the higher products.
Right.
So we figure somebody's gonna put the good on there. They know they're gonna replace it in about 2 seasons.
Right.
Our better has got a 20-year no-clog warranty.
Right.
Our best has got a lifetime no-clog warranty.
Let me ask you this. Do you still have to get in there to clean those gutters out?
Never.
So it's worthwhile to spend the extra for the best.
I would say absolutely.
Another worthwhile idea is the window blind sandwiched between the glass panes of a window, and ODL has given that idea a contemporary twist with this new light control system they call Array. Invisidor from Custom Service Hardware looks pretty traditional until you see it in action. Using a unique hinge system, this hidden door works in any 36-inch opening. Brian, I tell you what, we get so many questions about concrete and mortar repair. You guys have something here to make it a little easier, I understand.
We do. We've taken one of our commercial grade products and put it into a much more user-friendly packaging for...
Man, I love the whole Ziploc baggie. You've got the repair putty knife right there on the side. How does it work?
Simply zip open the top. You go ahead and pull the bag open. You're going to take 10 ounces of clear water.
Gotcha.
Pour this into the bag.
Doesn't have to be bottled water, does it?
No, it doesn't have to be, but there's a lot of clean, cool water.
All right.
Zip it closed.
Okay.
Then you want to take the bag and simply knead it for 2 to 3 minutes until it's lump-free consistency. And this is going to activate the material. This is a very high-strength, rapid-setting product. It's polymer modified, so it has a bonding agent that will bond.
Oh, is that right? Well, yeah, that means a lot. And but people would love this because you're not getting your hands dirty and everything.
Right. You can see how clean it is here.
Yeah.
So as long as that is fully mixed, you can zip it back open. You can work right out of the bag.
Okay, let me give it a little try here. Perfect. Okay, I see what you mean.
And you can build this up and shape it and sculpt it as it's put in place.
All right. Yeah, I mean, so many people have those broken, you know, concrete steps on the front of their house, and that's very workable. Generac is making fueling portable generators easier for its customers now by offering a new propane-powered unit with onboard storage for the propane cylinder. Propane is a safer, more efficient fuel for these tools, and now it's also very convenient. Speaking of tools, Alan found a new drill bit that seems to be capable of doing just about anything.
You've got the versatility of using the bit here, and without having to change it, you can go here. You can hammer drill with it. You can cut tile with it. You can cut stainless with it. And you can cut wood with it. Now, wood isn't a very big challenge, but it's a good heat insulator.
Yeah.
An ordinary bit, when it's left in wood too long, will take the temper from that bit. I'm pretty sure that would be considered too long.
Yeah.
If you remove a common bit from the top and it showed signs of being
Look at that, I know.
like it was either smoking or had turned color,
Throw it
it's
away.
no longer useful.
All right. Wow.
We've spent the day asking questions in booth after booth. Now it's your turn with Ask Danny.
Gary asks, what's causing my wood floors to buckle? The crawl space seems to be dry.
I think everybody loves the look of a nice wood floor, but it's not so nice looking when it starts buckling, and that's a problem that generally starts outside. If your house is built up on piers, and many are, you might be surprised at how many problems can be caused by ground moisture. Now, it may look perfectly dry under your house, but the moisture's there and it'll migrate up into your house, causing all kinds of headaches, including buckled floors. Here's what you need to do. Make sure you have adequate ventilation at all times throughout the year, and a great tip is to lay a piece of thick plastic. This is 6mm plastic, a lot thicker than you might be used to, right on the ground. Put a little sand around it, and if you catch this early enough, hopefully your wood floors will dry out and go back down. Well, we've covered all of the aisles of the International Builder Show inside the Convention Center, and like every year, we found some pretty cool stuff.
But believe it or not, the show is not just in the convention center. Out here in the parking lot, they actually build these houses for the show, and when it's over, the houses go too.
And what's good about that is we can see some practical applications of all of these products.
And speaking of practical applications, that's what you're going to see on future episodes of Today's Homeowner. We're going to take some of those products and put them to use in our real world.
Exactly. Hey, thanks a lot for being with us here on Today's Homeowner. We'll see you next week. You know, I still can't believe that they build the whole thing.
Yeah.
Almost doubled the score.
What can I say?